The blow came swift and hard and left roaring in his ears. The roaring continued, coming from above and outside the basement casements like water escaped from a collapsed dam. Hundreds of voices attached to double hundreds of feet, shuffling and tripping on the other side of the thick leaden windows, as everyone tried to shove their way past the building and into the presidential square 3 blocks away. The laconic evening of plein-air dinners and coffee and wine had been shattered by the rioters as one after the other shouted to everyone to join them on the way to a virtual lynching. What had begun as a hopeful campaign to reclaim the Falkland Islands from British imperialism was looking more and more like a lost cause, despite the promises of a swift victory from Generals Galtieri and Anaya. Roaring outside, roaring inside. The world was a dying lion. At least Argentina wished it so. Inside the bricked room of the sub-basement, the winds of war were slightly more hushed. Eyes bored into one man at the table, face mauled, eyes blackened, red spread in a thick pool on the wood, catching the imperfect seams between the boards and running with gravity until each rivulet was its own crimson waterfall. Both the man's hands remained gripping the wooden edge, squeezing all the harder so he wouldn't fall, so he wouldn't retaliate. He couldn't. He needed to take what they had to give, or else his would be a far worse ending, even than Argentina at the hands of a more sophisticated and modern British military. Still, giving the men the satisfaction of his pain was taking everything he could muster. Even now his nose throbbed with the insult of being broken yet again. His left arm pulsed, but not from any new grievance. What had been done derived almost back to when he was 5 or 6. The right arm, broken in 3 places, twisted, and the left arm broken in 2 places, twisted as well, only to later have to be broken again and corrected with bolts and screws and more than a few prayers. Had the U.S. Army known of the wound, they never would have allowed him to go to Vietnam. The success in healing was a testament to those who had spent their life attempting to do such things.